or this is the same, orange tubby pile of rotted tomato. All right, colostomy bag, diaper wearing fool.
Everything makes it worse. White House wants Orban to host Putin-Zelensky summit.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, so we can have a full meeting of the axis of autocrats.
Right.
Yeah.
I literally wrote a book about this.
You did.
Saying that Trump wanted to come into the axis with Orban, Erdogan in Turkey, Xi in China. They think this is a club of dictators and wannabe dictators. And Trump called freaking Lukashenko of Belarus. Why would the president of the United States be calling Belarus for anything?
Right.
Oh, that's what that tweet meant. It wasn't you, Bella. It was he meant Belarus, but Grandpa had a brain fart.
Oh, that when he tweeted Bella, just like mysteriously tweeted Bella the other day.
I was hoping that was.
It was just a brain fart.
Yeah.
Bella, I mean, that is just weird on every level. We have a president, I'm not even going to call him, I always throw those air quotes around, president, who has decided he wants to be part of that world.
Yeah. First of all, they're limited what countries they could have it in, where Putin wouldn't be arrested for war crimes, right? So, I mean, of course, they have to find other dictators that might. Okay, you retweeted.
They have to find other dictators.
Oh yeah. You retweeted. Is it Robert Rice who said Trump vowed to bail mail-in voting, citing debunked lies about voter fraud? He has no power to do this. He's only talking about it after meeting with Putin. Remember, anyone who makes it harder to vote is sending a clear message they can't win on their ideas alone. What, I mean, first of all, he's so easily manipulated. It's like, election integrity expert Vladimir Putin told you mail-in voting isn't.
But this is crazy. This is crazy. He said, Putin told me mail-in voting was not secure. I have seen videos of Russian police and intelligence people literally coming over with boxes of ballots that they literally physically stuff into the ballot box in Ukraine, in Chechnya, in other parts in Russia during the general election. So this is Putin telling him only do physical ballots and then you can cheat and steal. First, I don't know about you, but the Constitution of the United States specifies Trump has nothing to do with the elections. Yeah. The states have their own right. And you know what? I'm all for it. Let's see them get rid of mail-in ballots in the red states, which are overwhelmingly Republican, overwhelmingly above 65, which is the group that generally uses mail-in ballots. Them and military people.
Thank you.
So he's, but blue states, expand it. So, expand it to everything. Expand it to telephone voting.
I mean, everything at this point, Malcolm, makes me suspicious. Brandon said the reason Trump is so convinced 2020 was rigged is he actually cheated and doesn't understand how he didn't win. The reason he suddenly hates voting by mail is you can't rely on cheating via voting machines if there's mail-in ballots. It's why he lost in 2020 due to COVID. I mean, it's because obviously they can't suppress the vote the way they normally do with mail-in voting in minority neighborhoods, etc.
And it's so easy and convenient. And he comes out with these, and here's where I popped off on the national news media this week. The man is still the most documented liar in American history. He is a pathological liar. And not one of them, when he was up there saying, this is how the Democrats used millions of false ballots, fake ballots. Not one of them would say, I'm sorry, that's not true. That's not true. What you're saying is a lie. Nope. Yep. Where's my stenographer's pen, pad to take down whatever the liar says?
You retweeted is the White House asked Zelensky to wear a suit and tie to meet the president. Republicans, Zelensky is a hero. Your guy's a wimp owned by Putin and consumed with what attire his guests wear. Trump is the ultimate beta. Most women I know could beat him up. He is a weak, pathetic phony. The fact that he called himself a war hero yesterday. Your thoughts? I know you probably don't have any, but
okay, all right. Why did you even bring this up? Chris did
because as Jim Acosta said, I'm a good host and I know how to trigger you. Go ahead.
This is a Chris Lavoie ambush. I can feel it. All right. He's like, I got Malcolm's last question. He won't do anything.
It'll make him shouty.
What
Plink.
the? God, this is the same man, all right? Or this is the same, orange tubby pile of rotted tomato, all right? Colostomy bag, diaper-wearing fool who comes out there who says, with Zelensky, so if you just have a war, you start a war, then you don't have to have elections. Oh, okay, that's a good idea, right? Donald Trump is the most disgraceful, utterly despicable thing that has ever held public office in America. And anyone who doesn't come up and shout straight out, all right, that you're a lying MF, then you are facilitating this disgrace. Look, it's not just the news media. It's even the Democratic Party, right? Don't come out and go, except for the occasional Jasmine Crockett or,
Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom, who's playing hardball,
He is.
right? By using Trump's own memes and things. And I'm sorry, Gavin Newsom looks good. He doesn't have to fake it. He probably could take his shirt
Chris
off
and I,
drive
Chris and
on a
I
Eagle.
have seen him in person many times.
Yes.
He looks exactly like the AI, but anyway.
Yeah. And, this is just driving them crazy. But we still have these milquetoast Democrats who feels that they're playing by the Marcus of Queensberry rules. Rick Wilson and I yesterday, you want to talk about a laugh and shout fest? All we talked about was how people are not fighting.
Yeah.
You must get that fight in you. You cannot allow the normalcy to occur here.
Yep.
We're getting ready to kick off the Adopt an Overpass campaign, where we want 1,000 people pick an overpass, put your message up there, right?
Yeah.
Trump equals H word, or whatever you feel like. ICE and disband ICE. Put it up there. We need to change the narrative in an environment where Fox News cannot beat you. And that is driving to work.
Yep.
And it gets stuck in your mind for 5 minutes.
Yep.
And it drives MAGA crazy. That's my favorite part.
State Representative Nicole Collier, at every act of defiance,
Ooh, girl.
gives other people courage. And that's why, and what you're talking about. One last one, totally didn't save it to trigger you at the end here. But Ron says,
sure.
There's probably no connection between Trump's post suggesting slavery wasn't that bad, his restoration of monuments honoring Confederates, and his renaming of military bases to honor traitors who believed it was simply a property right being taken away from them without just cause. Probably no connection. There you go. You're
Really? Okay, that's my great-great-grandfather and his brother ran away from slavery. And you know what the first thing they did was? Joined a Union Army regiment so that they could shoot Confederates. That's what slavery brings you. And all of this talk, this Trump saying that the Smithsonian needs to remove these references because they're un-American. Look, people are going to start hitting the streets, and you're not going to like some of these, these methodologies of protest. You think that people are going to be out there and they're just going to sit back and lie and let you lie about slavery? Yeah. Where's our national leadership on this? Where's the Congressional Black Caucus that may, by the way, be cut in half next year due to gerrymandering? Where's the NAACP? If you're an African-American Stephanie Miller listener, right, you need to get down to those protests too. I know there's a lot of people out there who were saying, well, we did the work last year and we're tired. Now they're coming. They said it. They were coming for the transgendered. Now they're coming for blacks, and they're coming for gay marriage. Yep. None of us is off the chopping block.
Yep.
They go for our history first. Mark my words. Mark my words. Stonewall Monument.
God, you get so wound up.
Will eventually be eliminated as a national monument. Mm-hmm. Same thing with many of these other things. Yep. They are going to. This is a white supremacist government whitewashing America.
God, Malcolm, you get so wound up. I don't know how that happens. We love you. See you next week.
Love you. Bye.
Time for your chill pill.
Yeah.
Well, CPAP machines are the worst, right? Who can sleep at night with that mask and hose strapped to your face? But without it, breathing is disrupted, and if you have a higher risk of dementia, stroke, heart disease, or premature death, the bottom line is if you snore now, you are at heightened risk of requiring a CPAP machine later. So now is the time to stop snoring. One of the smartest, fastest, easiest ways to stop snoring is Zypa. Zypa is the comfortable doctor-designed mouthpiece that can stop snoring as fast as the first night. Don't be fooled by imitators. Zypa was proven in a 600-patient clinical trial, and with over 500,000 units sold, Zypa is the stop snoring device that we trust. No more being nudged awake for snoring, no more sleeping in separate rooms, no more feeling tired and foggy all day due to lack of sleep. Look, this may be your last best chance to solve your snoring problem now, or face having to wear that CPAP mask later. Zypa, that's Happy Z spelled backward. I want you to try it with my special discount. Get 20% off and free shipping if you visit zyppah.com. Use that promo code SNORE. Again, the promo code is SNORE at zyppah.com.